Your mind is your greatest enemy as it is your greatest weapon. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sherleen Audrey. Just like 1.2 billion people on this planet, I'm a teenager. And yes, as a human being, I'm bound to compare myself with others, whether I like it or not. Sometimes it works as a tool to motivate me to do better, but most of the time, I end up feeling bad. This is the problem with teenagers nowadays. Everyone wants to be special. They want to stand out in a crowd, be noticeable by others in class, get the highest rank in school, and so on. Well, I can tell you today to stop. Stop trying to be special. A lot of people think that being special means having some highly unusual or clearly noticeable ability or talent to display. Something like a magic trick, a performance. It's not. As you get to understand human behavior, you figure out that we all just try to enhance our own importance and our intense desire to feel special. The necessity to feel special is just here because of our own egocentrical needs. And our own ego can be a barrier to our own happiness. Don't try to be special. Try to live a life of happiness and meaningfulness to you and those around you. Your life will most likely never really be unique to others, even if it seems to be, even if you're the president of Earth, because even then, you'll only be meaningful to others because of what they can get from you to satisfy their needs. All of us strive to do our best in this world, but most people don't succeed. The world can create a huge obstacle, but in most cases, the biggest obstacle for every person is himself. Think about it. As a child, you got your confidence from external sources, your family, telling you how cute and adorable you are when you learn how to walk. They all applauded at your first steps, but no one will mention the 500 times you fell down. Life was easy back then, when positive input was concerned and needed. As a teenager, and as hormones hit high, the praises stopped. Criticism started. Everyone seems to be better in everything than yourself. You started questioning your own value, your purpose, and your place in this world. Life got tough. And when you just saw roses previously, now all you saw are the thorns. The thing is, the more you look at others, the worse you will do. Not only because you will feel increasingly inadequate, but you'll be forced to be good in something that was never meant for you. Eventually, you will find out that if you just focused on yourself in the first place, you will make a lot more progress. You determine what worked for you, regardless of what worked for everyone else. I personally stopped comparing myself to others when I understood that every second spent looking at someone else would be better spending working on myself. One of my favorite quotes goes something like this: the reason we struggle with insecurity is because we compare our behind the scene to everybody's highlight reel. Wow, that quote is so spot on. We know what our issues and faults are, but those around us do quite a good job just showcasing the good while keeping the bad to themselves. It's all about how people want to be perceived from the outside. In this world of glitter and glamour, no one wants to see scars and stitches and hard work. Right now, that's how we are evolving. We feel the need to act differently and pretend so that others around us can have a better impression of us. Why can't we just be ourselves? Because everyone is dying to get the acceptance from others. It's easier to follow others than discover the real person within ourselves. Over time, we might have forgotten to embrace our own uniqueness because we're always trying to fit in, because we are always worried about opinions of others. So, how to get over all of those insecurities? Well, my friend, just move on and be confident. I don't care if my nose have a little bump in it, or that my left eye is bigger than my right eye, or that I'm 15 and people point out that I have some strands of gray hair in my head. Look, you have to understand that when people say you cannot do something or you're ugly, it says more about them than it does about you. They're so much insecure that they need to bring someone down so that they could feel better. Remember that only you are you. No other people can do what you can. It may sound ridiculous from the humble place from where you are, but remember that you aren't alive simply to be noticed or remembered by history or even to give your parents something to do. You're alive because you are alive. Do with that whatever you will and whatever you choose. Discover your drives, your truths, and your way. Just be yourself. Do the things you enjoy because you do enjoy them. Cultivate interests that you find fascinating. Don't accept the pressure to force yourself to be the brightest shining star because there is nothing more mundane and common than a person trying to be special than everyone else. You only have one lifespan. Don't waste your time thinking that you are special in this society. Try to live a life that is unique to yourself. So, the next time someone tells you that you are special, tell them, I'm not special, I'm valuable.